Welcome, friends, back to Tulip, the first book in the Secret of Earth series, Chapter 15. The sun had set. There was no land in sight. Tulip was exhausted. She didn't realize how much effort she went into controlling wind. She returned to her grass form. She needed to rest an hour or so. Tulip was slouched over the edge of the boat. The night was lovely. The sky was full of bright, twinkling stars. The moon was full and bright, lighting up the whole night. And the fish were out and about, jumping at the sides of the boat. Tulip kept the winds in a continuous motion so she could rest. Flying was fun, but she was still getting used to her new power. She felt a burning sensation on her back. Someone was watching her. Tulip straightened up and turned around. Noah was standing there. He seemed to be trying to build up something mentally. "Hey, Noah," Tulip said, happy to see him. Her smile was amazing to Noah. He liked her so much. He smiled back at her softly. "Hi, Tulip. How far are we?" Noah was straying from what he wanted to say, but this was the only way he could go about it. "I'd say it may take 3 or 5 days, maybe less depending on if I can strengthen my winds." Tulip was so smart, Noah thought. He would have never been able to give a time for a trip. So she was amazing. "Was that all you wanted to know?" No, I just thought an easy way to start a conversation. "At least you're honest about it. So what else do you want to talk about?" Awkwardness hung in the air. They both belted over them, like pressure was forcing them down. "There's something I've really been wanting to tell you, but if you don't feel the same, I understand. And if it makes you feel offended, you can send me away, or I can." "Noah, I'm not like that. I would feel horrible if I sent you away. Because if I did, who would stand up to these scary wild dogs?" Tulip was playing around. It made Noah feel a little better. "Tulip, I really like you." "There, was that so hard? You're one to talk. You're not talking to someone who can destroy you with a wave of her hand. You got a point. And I like you too. That's great. It's nice to know that we can be really good friends." Noah was happy. Tulip liked him, but one question still hung in his mind. Did she love him as much as he loved her? When I traveled across the ocean before, I knew what I was searching. When I traveled across the ocean before, I knew I was searching for something. I landed in Europe and knew I was getting closer to what I was looking for. I had no idea it was you I was being pulled to. You were being pulled to me. Yeah, it was like you and I were two opposite sides of two different magnets. I was pulled to you, and it was stronger the closer I got, you know? No, I don't. But I did get a buzzing noise in my head that day. So that was your side effect. Tulip turned back to the ledge. I'm really happy you saved me that day. My life was worthless without a purpose. Then you came along. Yeah, my life was horrible. But when I found you, I thought that others may not have it as bad, but it's their worst. Yeah. As morning started to show her lovely rose rays, Tulip had been pacing herself. She kept the winds easy so she wouldn't work through the night, but now that morning was stretching across the sky, she sped up the winds. Noah looked on from the deck. He loved to see Tulip fly. She was so graceful, twirling here and there, flipping backwards and forwards. It was like she was dancing in the sky, like a beautiful ballerina with shiny pixie wings. Noah's father watched as well, but with some disappointment. He thought Noah should say something to Tulip. It was becoming more and more obvious to others that he liked her, and she knew it too. At this point, Noah had no choice but to tell her now. "Noah, can we talk?" Jonathan, Noah's father, asked, walking over to Noah. "Sure. What's up?" "She knows." "Who knows what?" Noah knew what he meant, but he felt like he could have been wrong. "Tulip. Tulip knows you like her very much." "What?" "Of course she does. I told her. I liked her, but just as friends." "How did you find out?" "It gets more and more obvious every day." "So?" Just tell her yourself. She'll never talk to you. She'll never talk to you about it on her own." "How do you know?" "I've seen the way she acts around you. It's sad to see her want to tell you and fail at it." John looked at the sky. Birds were all over the place. "I'll talk to her on her break." "Will you, though?" John said. "I'll tell her on her break." "Will you, though?" John said, looking Noah in the eyes. You can never seem to do anything by yourself." "You're right, but if it wasn't for Tulip, I wouldn't be here, nor would you be sitting here." Tulip heard the shouting. She stopped moving around in the air and saw Noah and John fighting. She wondered if they fought like that before she came along. She didn't like it either way. She glided down gently, landing on the ledge of the boat. "What's going on? Why are you fighting?" No, Tulip," Noah said, jumping back. "Tell her," Jonathan shouted at Noah. "Fine, I'll tell her." Noah turned to Tulip. "Tulip, I love you." Tulip smiled. "I love you too. I've been wanting to tell you. I just couldn't find a way to tell you." She placed her hand over her heart. She had a kind smile on her face. "I know." Noah looked to the ground. He felt content. He finally felt better. He smiled as well. Tulip jumped onto Noah, hugging him tightly. Noah gave into her comforting touch. He loved her so much. Now he was free to tell her that. "Thank God," John said. His son was finally happy, but he still needed help to get there. "Tulip, would you do the honor of being my bride?" Noah asked, a smile so wide and happy he looked as if he would explode. Yes, Noah, I would love to be your bride." Tulip started to cry her crystals. This was the happiest day she ever had. This is the end of chapter 15. I hope you enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed writing this chapter. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing while you're at it. And then leave a comment down below telling me what you think of Noah and Jonathan's relationship. But until then, I'm Fate Tales, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.